Hey guys, they're going to be throwing it back a couple years today. Now I'm going to be showing you guys how to install free Mcboot or free MC boot, whatever you'd like to call it. If you take a look here, free MC boot on the memory card. And there you go guys. Alrighty, on memory card in there. So stay tuned and I'll show you what you need and how to install it. Alright guys, let me start off by showing you what you need for this today. So, you don't really need a hobby knife, but it's recommended. Same with a flathead screwdriver, they're recommended. But what you do need is a Phillips head screwdriver, a USB, a memory card, at least 2 CDs, it's 2 DVDs that you can burn to, because you may need multiple attempts to succeed, and of course a PS2 of your choosing. Now I'm using a Slim PS2. This can also be done with the fat ones with the same swap method. You just have to be really quick. But yeah, unfortunately I don't have a fat one to show you that with. And also you will require a computer so that you can obviously burn the disc, but you should know that by now. So let's get to the actual part of tearing the system down. So let's flip it over. As you can see, I've already cut the warranty seal on mine, as I've already done this before. Get your flathead screwdriver if you're using one, or any tool that you can use to pry the clips open. So what I do is I stick it underneath and then just turn it a little bit to the side, and out it comes. And repeat it for all of the for all of the screw points. So there's one here, 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 and here. So the feet at the front don't come out, but the ones at the back do, the rubber feet. And then there's obviously the screw covers, which you can clearly see if you look at it carefully enough. Take all those out. Alright, and now let's start unscrewing it. So undo all the screws. Alright, now that we're here and we've got everything out, just make sure you set it aside safely, somewhere where you're not going to lose them all. They're important, you need them. And what you're going to do is you're going to pick up the console, and for you, let's hold it this way. You're going to want to pry it open from this end like this. It's pretty easy. It might get stuck a little bit for you at the front, so you're going to have to pull that out as well, like so. And yours might get stuck a little bit towards the end down here on your first try. So just once you pry it up, you've got to lift it and push it out until it comes out. And then yeah, every time after that it'll be a lot easier, as you can see from the one that I just did. So essentially, I'll show it to you again. When you lift it out, it'll be like this. You're going to have to put it on an angle like so. And then you're going to have to want to pull it out from down here. And yeah, so once you've got the top off, you're going to want to obviously take a look. Yours might be a little bit different to mine, but essentially it's the same in the way that the disk drive works. So there's over here under my finger on the power button, there's a little button you can push in, which tells the console when your PlayStation's got the lid closed. And then there's one back here as well, which you might be able to see if I show you. There's one here, okay, and there's also one back here in there. You can see that. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find something to jam it. Now this is where you can find whatever tool of your choice. Now some people, they use Scotch tape, some people they use duct tape, but I'll tell you what, something that's worked the best for me, and I don't even have it in front of me, is blue tack, because it just sticks and it won't come off. So just bear with me one moment. I'm going to go grab some. I'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, so I've just grabbed some blue tack. Mine's actually yellow tack, blue tack, whatever. So I've just got two balls around about this size, as you can see. You can roll it up yourself like so and just flatten it out a little bit. So we're going to want to put one over on the one at the front. So let's do this one first, down here. All you have to really do is, and this is the one that we're going to be removing as well, by the way, just pop it on top. Don't cover the light, just put a little bit around the back so that it sticks on, it doesn't come off, and you'll be set. Don't worry about it, it's good, it won't come out. Now this is the one that's a little bit trickier, where everyone has the struggles with. It's the one at the back. Just make it flat enough to go underneath the actual drive caddy stuff here. If you take a look, you can see it there. As long as it goes under that, you're fine. So let's go and pop this one in. Alright, pop it down under there, stick it down, perfect. Right, there's no way that puppy's coming up. Alrighty, so that's pretty much all you really need at the moment for the hard mod. Or it's not even a hard mod, it's just really, tampering with it so that it thinks that it's shut when it's not. Now, while I was doing the swap process, I left my cover off it so that, there'd be nothing that gets in the way, and it'd be easier to put it back together in the end. For me, this is easier. That way I can also take this off when required, this one down here, because sometimes you do need to take this one here off, and you'll see that later in the video. But let's say you don't want to open your console. I'll explain to you a quick way to do it with the lid, right? So let's open it up. Now, as you know, that there's obviously that one down there that you need to get to. So you need to plug that one up. You can try and stick something in there, in here, to try and plug it up through there. You'll also need to put something on this so that it doesn't move like that, otherwise it's going to stop your disc. So you can go underneath that, obviously, and tape it down here so that it doesn't come past there and stop the disc. Oops, sorry, I think I took that out of the frame. So down here, you can see under here, you can put it, see how it moves, just open it like that so it doesn't stop the disc. Alright, that's for that one there. And the last one here, some people recommend just rolling up a little wad of paper and jamming it in there. Whatever suits you, man, like whatever's easiest. But this one you're going to have to take out anyway, so make sure that whatever you put in there you can pull out so that you can do the loading stuff. But anyways, so that's it, that's how I did mine. I kept it like this, it's much easier, less effort. So that's pretty much it for getting the hard mode ready in terms of getting the the hack going. Let's go over to the computer for a bit and I'll show you how to do the stuff on the computer to get the discs ready so that you can swap them. And then we'll come back and I'll have this plugged in and I'll show you how we can go in terms of swapping the disc, okay? Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to burn discs now. So I'll show you how to burn the disc so you can obviously make the swap and all that. So first what you're going to want to do is pretty much get whatever game that you're using to really do the swap with. Now this will work with any game disc. I'm pretty sure any game disc should work, as we're not actually editing a specific file that not all discs have. This is actually going to be editing a file that every disc has. So what you're going to want to do is get your PS2 game of choice that you don't care about, as I said earlier. Pop it in the DVD drive, as I've just done. So you'll see it spin up now, and it should pop up on the screen. Alrighty, so here it is. As you can see here, this is your normal DVD. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to rip it now. So to do this, we're going to need to go back to our files, okay? So essentially what you're going to want is all these files by this one. This one here is the one we're going to make. So I will make a package for you with all these files. Otherwise, you can go and grab them from this website here. The website doesn't actually work anymore, so you need to access it through some sort of archives, so like the Wayback Time Machine. And yeah, so you go through it. You need to get the free Mcboot 1.8 noob package, so it's located in PS2, and then you go into, I think it's in exploits. Let's take a look. Yep, in exploits. Grab that. Then you go miscellaneous, and then you're going to want to download Apache 3 and Apache 1.1, and you want to download CogSwap. So once you've got all of those downloaded, it'll look just like this. So you want to go ahead and start extracting them. So Apache 1.1, we're going to need this one almost instantly. So just grab it, put it in there. Apache 3. Put that one in there too. Alright, close both the Apaches out. Let's get your CogSwap. This is just an ELF file. Just drop it in there. And last but not least, the ulaunch.elf. So now this only comes in a bin and a .cue file, so I'm going to use a .bin file. It doesn't come with a .iso for some reason. But this is for 4.12, and sorry, I didn't actually show you. To get that one there, you need to go over, let's see if I can find it. Whereabouts is it? It's in launches, sorry, PS2 and launches. Click launches. And then you scroll down to the one that I have, which is version 4.12, which seems to be the best one that's functioning at the moment. So 4.12 CD or DVD, depending on what you've got. I use the CD version. You can use the DVD version if you're doing a DVD. So yeah, just drag and drop that to your desktop, and there you go, or to wherever your folder is, just like so. Now let's get started. First, what you're going to want to do is open Apache 3. Alright, it's going to try and update once it opens, but you're going to tell it not to, because when it updates it breaks. So just press OK. It'll load. Then you want to go in here and load up your DVD drive. Okay. Then you click here and you go create ISO image, and then you choose where you want to save it. So for this instance, it'll be for me in this folder here, so in here, and you just name it whatever you want and press save. I'm not going to do it because I've already done it, so it'll go through the process. It'll take about maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and then what you're going to want to do is close it or minimize it, Apache 3. And now we're going to go back and we're going to get the normal Apache, the original. Open that one up. You might need to run it in compatibility mode, whatever works for you. For me, it seems to work sometimes it doesn't. Now this is important, don't touch this, because if you touch this it'll crash. Just go open. Then you want to go and select where your DVD is currently, or your ISO, sorry. So in the same folder that we're just in, click it, go open. Alright, so now that's your DVD file. Let's go back to the folder, and with our CogSwap, you want to find out the size of this file. And actually before that, what we'll do is grab the name of the file that we're replacing. So for this one here, it will be SLES, whatever that is, read it out, 536. For you guys it'll be different, and I'll show you how to find this name, for example. So go back to your DVD, and you've got a CNF file here. You can open this with any text editor or anything at all. So I'm just going to use Notepad++ to open it up. Alright, it's just loading now. So as you can see here, it goes boot2 equals CD-ROM SLES. So that's the file that's going to boot. Okay, this is the one we want to replace. So if your DVD has a different file, whatever this file is the file that you're replacing. Okay, So let's close it, and that's our file there. So let's just copy it for now so that we've got the exact file that we want. Paste it in here. Now, because I want to get that name, just go select all, Control C, and now we can delete it. Rename your cogswap.elf to that file. Okay, press yes. Easy. Now go back over to Apache 1, the original, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to press right click on the properties for this one, for the slows file. So that's the size of the file in bytes. And this one here, you're going to want to make sure that it matches. So you go ISO tools. Now, because I've already done this before, it's already got the updated file size. So 58160, 58160. So you type it in there, yours will be a completely different size. And then you click update. Don't touch this one here, because this one here will stuff it up if you change that. So then you press update and it'll close the box. And then that's set. Your ISO has been updated to that one. Now what you want to do is add that file in there that we've got here. So you go up here, ISO tools, update selected file, and you pick that file and go open, and then it'll replace it again. Okay, so that's done. You can close Apache 1, and your ISO, which is here, hopefully you've named it accordingly. You've still got it here. You're gonna want to burn it now. So put a clean disk into your drive, and you're gonna want to open your ISO up now that you've got it there. So go back to your folder with all your stuff in it, click the ISO, click open, that'll have all the updated files in there, and then you're going to click burn. Now it says all this crap here, choose this destination drive, which is the drive, and yeah, it's going to tell me it's not empty because I've still got the original disk in there. For you guys, if you put a normal DVD-R, it won't say that. Select the burn speed. You want to make it the lowest that you've got in there. Unfortunately, because I don't have a disk in there, it's not going to give me that option. And leave enable buffer, and then press burn, and it'll take about 5-10 minutes to burn. Okay. Once that's done, you can close out of Apache, and then what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to open this ule412.bin file, and we're going to want to burn this to a disk as well. So CD if you chose the CD version, otherwise DVD if you chose the DVD version. So I'm using Power ISO to burn it. If you guys have any other way to use it, or any other programs you want to use, by all means feel free. Otherwise you can download Power ISO for free off the internet. So you go open with Power ISO, wait for it to do its thing. Alright, continue unregistered, so just click this, I highlight them all, and then I go burn. And again, same thing, select your DVD drive, do the minimal speed, the slowest speed that you've got. If it's only one speed, I guess you've only got one speed. Leave everything else the same and hit burn, and it'll burn the disk. Take maybe another 5-10 minutes, then you're done. And that's pretty much it for this part of the tutorial, I guess. Don't think I've left anything out. Yeah. And then, sorry, I did almost forget, you're going to want to get your USB that you're going to be using, and you're going to want to plug it into the computer. This is the one where we're going to have the files for the free Mcboot files. Sorry, the ones I didn't actually show you how. I showed you on the website, but I didn't have them in the folder here. Let me just grab them now. Okay, here, the newbie package. So, open that up. Copy the newbie package to the desk, or to wherever you're putting all your stuff. Close that, and you got your newbie package here. So all you want to do is copy install and free mcboot.elf, and paste these on the root of the USB drive, and make sure you've got it formatted to FAT. So to do that, you right click on the drive, you go format, and you go FAT, and then hit start, and it'll format it for you. please be warned that this will wipe all the data off your USB, so make sure there's nothing important on it. Then yep, just drop the files in there. Once you've put them in there, that's it. You can take the USB out, and I believe that definitely is it for the computer section. So yeah, just download my package and it'll have everything in there for you, and it'll make it easier. So yeah, we'll go over to the actual loading of the exploit. Alright guys, so now back to obviously, getting the PlayStation to do the swap. So now I can't show you the PlayStation and the screen at the same time, so you're just gonna have to listen and pretty much watch what I'm doing with my hands. This is the important part, and then I'll show you the screen in intervals when it becomes like obviously important. So first off, I'm going to explain to you the theory behind it, and I'm going to quickly show you how to do it. So in theory, what we're going to do is we're going to start with this disc in here. Okay, so before I put that in, I want to get your blue tack just in case it fell off, and you're going to want to put it back on the sensor to make sure it's down. Alrighty, so that's down. Then you're going to put your disc on it. Now I'd highly recommend you practice doing this a couple times. So take it off and put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, put it on. Practice this a couple times really quick. Make sure you can do it within less than a second or something like that, because you're going to need it to get this to work. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to press the button to start it up. You're going to see it start spinning. Try not to look at the laser, it's going to be here. I don't want to get it in your eyes. Alright, then the PlayStation is going to boot, and once you see the PlayStation 2 logo, get ready, because this is where it's going to happen. As soon as the PlayStation logo disappears, you need to rip this disc out like this, put this one in here, count to 1, 2, 3, then again quickly rip this one out and put this one back in like that. And the disc is going to be moving, so you're going to have to be very quick and very precise with this to make sure you get it right. So what happens is it'll boot off this disk with the file that we modified earlier after you've swapped it with the PlayStation logo, and then before the actual PlayStation goes back to check to make sure that it's not obviously a counterfeit burnt disc, you're gonna have to chuck this one back on it so that when it goes to check the copyright, it can see that it's the original disc, and it lets you boot into the cog swap. Alright, sounds easy. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to quickly show you, and I'm going to tell you where it is that you have to actually swap the disc before actually doing it, okay? So let's start up the PlayStation now. So as you can see, it starts spinning. Alrighty. So there's the PlayStation logo. And now is when you would take the disc out. Alright. So in total, with the with having to take the disc out and all that, you've got about a 4-second gap, including the 3 seconds that you need to have the disc in there for. So keep this in mind, because you're gonna need to be really precise. Okay. Alright. So let's do this now. So first things first, make sure you've practiced and just listen and watch what I'm gonna do. Okay. You can hear the PlayStation logo, and then when it goes away, just watch as I do it. Literally, as soon as it goes away, as soon as the screen goes black, is when you take this disc out. So let's go. So as you see, the disc has stopped on its own. We've got the DVD-ROM here, so I'll show you what you can do now. So if you did what I did, and you created yourself a bootable CD instead of a bootable DVD, what you can do is you can use a PS1 game or a CD-based PS2 game to load it. Now, otherwise, if you just burnt it to a DVD like everyone else, you can just pop it straight in, hit X, But I'll show you what to do with a CD-based PS2 game. Just bear with me one moment. So the CD-based PS2 game I chose was The Simpsons skateboarding. You know, so there's nothing you really need to do with this other than just to boot it up. So what you do is you grab the disc that you've got in there at the moment, take it out, pop this one in there. Alright, now you take this off for 1 second so that it disengages the tray, and then you pop it back on so it re-engages the tray. It'll spin for a moment like so. Alrighty, and then it'll stop like so. You take a look now, the disc has gone blue, which means it's a CD. Alright, so you can grab your CD that has your ulaunch.elf, okay? 4.12 is the desired version, which I'm sure you should know by now. It's the one that works best for me. Pop it in the drive, and I'll show you what happens from here. So I'll actually bring the camera to face the TV now. So pick up your controller. Alrighty. Ooh, we're gonna press X. Alright, X. As you can see, it's spinning the disc. The TV is changing. And there you go, we're in ulaunch.elf. So what you're going to want to do now is plug in your memory card. See, I took mine out because it had the free Mcboot already installed on it. But what we're going to do is we're going to grab it now. Plug it in here. Into your memory card slot, of course. Like so. Be careful not to bend the pins. You don't want to do that. And essentially, going to go to File Browser. So press circle. And then you're going to want to scroll down until you get to your USB, which I believe is mass. Oop. Then you're going to want to press circle to go into it. Then you can see here you've got install or free Mcboot. You're going to want to hit free Mcboot. And it'll load up the free Mcboot elf. So, hope you guys can see that. So then what you're going to want to do is choose if you want to install it just to your memory card or for all PlayStations, so you can pull your memory card out and put it in someone else's and it'll work. So if you want to just do it for your PlayStation, click normal install. There's less files, less chance of bricking your memory card. Otherwise multi-install, which is what I did, and then click X. So I've already done it on mine. I probably won't do it again, but all you have to do is just press X and it'll install it. Then once everything's done, it'll say it's complete. You can move again, launch FMCB. Just click that, and off we go. So it'll launch the free Mcboot, and happy days. Alright guys, so yeah, if you have any questions or any issues with the video, please comment down below. But yeah, this method works for every single PlayStation 2 Slim as far as I know, except perhaps maybe the 9C models or the 9 models, 9X models, you know, all of the 9s. Mine's a 7, so mine works pretty well. But yeah, give it a go if you guys have a 9C or a 9 at all. And let me know if it works for you guys. I think it should work for everything. Unless obviously the swap disc has been patched in the later versions. But yeah. Thanks for watching guys. And don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. And peace out. Have a good one. Hey, and for you guys who don't know how to obviously fix your PS2 if you've gotten to this point and it's still open, I'll show you how to reassemble it. So just take your blue tack off. You don't want that permanently on there. Get rid of it. That's it. Make sure you've got no disc in the drive. Pop the head back on it like so. Or the case. Should really pretty much clip in place. As you can see. Just clip it around the edges. And then you're going to want to turn it upside down. And just pop all the screws back in. Alright, rough thick back in the corner. Alright, rough thick. Alright. Then you want to get the one with the writing on it. Of course, make sure that the writing goes the same way as writing on the label, or whatever you want to do. If you don't care about it, obviously you don't care about it, but I want to make sure it looks the same. And then just clip in the rest of the little cases, and that's it. You're done. Good stuff, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, again, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Alright, have a good day, guys. Peace out.